So I'm coming up on a pretty significant anniversary for myself here. Um, in 4 days, I will have been doing freelance consulting work and been self-employed for a year, and that's a pretty big deal because a lot of people who get into business they don't make it a year. A year is a long time to support yourself, support a family. So just so everyone's aware, um, I'm a dad. I have 4 kids, a wife. I own a home. Um, got cars and insurance and all the bills. And for 1 year, I have been paying those based upon freelance, non-full-time work that I've been doing. Um, so let me give you a little bit of the history of that, kind of a story behind that. Um, I I decided in the first portion of 2018 that this was something I was going to do, and I then sat back and said, how am I going to pull this off? And I gave it a whole lot of thought. And the first thing I did was I didn't close myself off to any opportunities. I really started with the idea that the universe would provide. And it does. The universe provides. And what that means is, behind the hippie mumbo jumbo that it sounds like, is that I went on to LinkedIn Job Search, ZipRecruiter, whichever one I could find, and I just really applied to everything I could and talked to everyone who would talk to me. And I got the question a lot, why are you looking to move jobs from where you're at? And I was honest. I told them what I wanted to do. I told them I wanted to be freelance. I wanted to be independent. I actually did not want a full-time job. And most of the places said, well, that's not really going to work for us. We want you to move to where we are. We want you to work full-time. Okay. And that's okay. But sometimes you get that one person who goes, maybe that's more what we're looking for than the job posting. And after doing this for about a month, I turned around and found, just out of the blue one day, got an email from a recruiter based in Tyler, which is about an hour and a half from where I live, for a position. Something right in my wheelhouse, software development, specifically with Windows Presentation Foundation and all that. And it took about 30 days to, number one, convince the client that this is what they were looking for, and number two, to finalize everything and get a start date set. But it enabled me to transition from working 40 plus hours a week to working 20 to 25 hours a week, and still be able to pay all my bills. It was a risk. The contract was only for 6 months. And but I had to go with it. It was the opportunity I've been waiting for. So opportunities don't just fall in your lap. You have to pursue them, but you have to be open to every different kind of opportunity. And it's a lot of work. Don't let anyone fool you. Yeah, it might be just me on the phone. I'm not shoveling dirt or anything like that, but it is extraordinarily stressful to have that same conversation multiple times. So the end point here is, after a year of doing this, I can tell you it is extraordinarily important that if you want to do something, you need to put your mind to it. You need to sit down and figure out how you're going to get the most exposure, and then turn around and work, talk to people, do the research, understand the market, understand what you need to do until the opportunity falls in your lap.